story, well, and also get into the Erosion story here. Sometime later, Palette is tasked with transferring Mamoneur's diagram tactics onto a large canvas. The simple job of copying something drawn on a small piece of paper onto a larger surface. And yet, the line's crooked, Palette. Draw it again. Like this? Palette moves her brush and draws a line across the blank canvas. But the line twists and wavers, beyond her control. Oh, what's wrong with my hands? I'm sorry, Jotun. I don't need your apology now. I need your skill. I'm throwing this one out. Jotun picks up the canvas in front of Palette and tosses it carelessly into the growing pile of rejects. Draw it again. Despite knowing how harsh she's being, the Jotun keeps pressing Palette. It's because of the orders Mamonair gave her after returning from the border. Palette cares too much about what others think of her. That's why she's always anxious and on edge. She needs to learn to believe in herself. So for the meantime, try not to show her much kindness. Having someone to lean on is far too great a temptation. If she manages to resist the temptation, Palette will surely learn to stand on her own. I know she has it in her. Lady Mamonair says that, but... What do I do? I can't stop shaking. She's clearly anxious. I'm not sure if being harsh is really the answer. No, I should trust Lady Mamonair's judgment. She must see something I don't. You can do this. You've never shaken like this before. Come on, try again. Oh, okay. Once again, what appears on the canvas is an unsteady, trembling line. Seeing no improvement in Palette's anxiety, the Jotun speaks with even more harshness as per Mamonair's orders. We're doing this until you get it right. If you disappoint Lady Mamonair any further, I can't guarantee what will become of you. At that moment, Palette's hand stopped shaking. Right. If I disappoint Lady Mamonair anymore, it's working. Reprimanding her really was the answer. But the next moment, no, if that happens, if I disappoint Lady Mamonair, her trembling spreads beyond Palette's hands to her entire body. She's not the only one shaking. The lines Palette drew on the canvas are rising with life. Wait, the painting is moving. What is this? At that moment, the entire studio begins to shake with tremors, as the Palette's anxiety is spreading outward. But the tremors are coming from Palette. Leaving Palette shaking where she stands, the Jotun searches for the source. The source is the pile of discarded canvases covered in Palette's anxious, trembling lines. Paintings on the canvases strewn carelessly across the floor, thrashing wildly. Palette, calm down! Snap out of it! You bring down the whole gallery! No, I don't want to be left alone again. Black paint erupts like an explosion. Countless lines and arrows drawn from transferring tactical diagrams surge up from the collapsed pile of canvases. The lines convulse with life. The Jotun swells hard at the eerie sight of paint dancing before her eyes. Soon the lines disperse in all directions throughout the gallery in search of something. Each line flies toward Palette's restored works on display, seizing them and ripping them on the wall. Before converging and crushing the paintings to a single mass. All the paintings in the Black Gallery fused together to somehow take the shape of a framed picture. And from within it, something viscous slowly oozes out. From the frame emerges a woman's form, nearly as tall as the gallery's high ceiling, composed of a chaotic blend of paint from countless works. Squelch. A wet, sticky sound follows, like a massive slime dragging across the floor. But Jotun realizes that the thing before her is clearly locking onto her. Soon something sprouts from its back. Amid the branching tendrils of paint, a ghastly eye forms and fixes its gaze on the Jotun. Octavius! At that moment, Mamonair's octopus appears out of nowhere and wraps its arms around the creature. Hold it there! Tap tap tap. Maminu's urgent footsteps echo, followed by the sound of her leaping into the air. Next moment, Maminu launches herself on the second floor balcony and drives her spear through the creature's eye with all her might. Anything that causes trouble and terrors gets skewered. I have no time to waste with some monster. Maminu wrenches the spear from the creature's eye, slices through its lower half, still connected to the canvases below. Unable to hold its form, the creature's body collapses. Right into Pallet. Stands frozen and shocked. Splat, splat. Viscous mass of paint falls on Pallet. She collapses beneath it. No! Octavia, save Pallet! Octavia sweeps his arms through the paint, searching for Pallet. Soon Pallet's form emerges from the mass, collapsed on the ground. Forgetting Maminu's orders entirely, the Jitter rushes to Pallet's side. Pallet, are you alright? Seemingly unable to hear the Jitter's voice, Pallet lies motionless on the floor with her blanket over her head. Sorry guys. Wait. Is this blanket absorbing the paint? Paint that had covered the creature is slowly seeping into Pallet's blanket. Who knows what it will do? I need to get that blanket off her now. The Jester tries to remove the blanket to check on Pallet. She feels an unexpected hardness at her fingertips. Pallet's blanket has turned cold and rigid. Why is the blanket so hard? Step aside, Jitten. I'll force it off. Looking back to her fight with the creature moments ago, Maminu cautiously swings at the blanket with her spear. But even Maminu's spear fails to break and remove the blanket. Maminu stretched the blanket covering Pallet 7 more times, but his spear simply bounces off. It's struck hard. What happened? Not just from absorbing the paint, could this be Pallet's power? Lady Maminu, I think I have a hunch. Once I was hit with some of the paint that has splashed off Pallet's brush and hurt a lot. Maybe that's when it all started. Powers of those in the night world grow stronger within the darkness in the hearts. This blanket hasn't just absorbed paint, it's harder to match the depth of Pallet's fear and anxiety. If I use magical strength, I could probably break it, but I'm not sure if Pallet's mind along with it. No other choice, but to keep her confined like this. What? You want to confine Pallet? That's right. Sophia wouldn't handle the task while she is stable. It's too dangerous to let her roam free either. Isolation is the only option for now. Jotted, confiscate all Pallet's painting supplies along her way. Man, I feel bad for Pallet, I gotta be honest. Lady Maminu, if you do that, Pallet will... Are you refusing to follow my orders? You bear responsibility for Pallet's condition as well. I think I underestimated the power that lies within her anxiety. You know, the darkness in her heart. She can block my attacks, which means once she learns how to control her ability, she will wield tremendous power. Turning is something to look forward to. But for that to happen, Pallet needs to first overcome herself, which is why she has to be left alone. Remember, Argentin, her anxiety comes from not believing in herself. She must not be allowed to depend on anything else but herself. Not you, me, not even her paintings. If she has nothing to depend on, she'll leave spiral out of control again, just like today. She needs to face that crushing anxiety head on. She needs to overcome it. The fear that once drove her to take her own life. Understood? Yes, Lady Maminu. Alright, give me a second, guys. Can I manage this here? There we go. Okay, there we go. Cool. Just want to do a quick change here. Perfect. Alright, let's keep going. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. To stabilize my model. There we go. She doesn't know when it began, but for as far as she can remember, she has always been with her paintings. When did it all begin? The day she learned she could use a stone to draw a line in the dirt? Or the day she learned that certain leaves and petals could be used to make color? It's hard to tell. This girl simply continues to draw again and again. The ecstasy she felt when the whole world vanished, only she and her paintings remained. Those moments spent drawing were everything to her. A happy times always end in the blink of an eye. Once a painting is finished, all that remains is the cold return to reality. Then, one day, I'll be your patron. No more drawing on the streets. No more tearing petals or bleeding yourself with paint. I will let you live buried in your own world, and for as long as you wish. What is your name? Can I remember your own name? Then I'll give you one. You've dyed your whole body with your paintings and the colors, so I'll call you Palette. Liar. You went and died not long after. Do you have an idea how miserable I've been since you taught me about brushes and paint? Ever since I had to keep painting. Painting things I would sell, so I could keep painting at all. And this is where it led me, but I was afraid of being cast aside. If I had never followed that person, would I been happy painting? Alice slowly opens her eyes. Before her is an empty studio, filled with canvases, paints, and brushes. She's confined to this barren room until she calms down and reflects on what she's done. This is punishment for creating a monster and causing trouble at the gallery. The crime was severe enough to cost you an arm, but Lady Mamonair has given you a chance. Once you can paint without trembling or anxiety, I'll let you off. There's much work to be done. It's no use. I can't... Look at my hands. Alan holds up her hands before her eyes. Holds her hands up before her eyes. They're shaking violently, just as before. Oh, what am I supposed to do? You want me to calm down? Then let me paint. I need to paint. But you take away my paints, my brushes, my canvases, everything. Before. How did I paint before? When I had no paints, no brushes. Alice shifts to her memories. She thinks back to the time, now barely remember, for Bruce's life as a young child. Memories of innocent days. Painting pictures on the streets without a care in the world. Feeling like the texture and the hardness of the ground and stones that would become from canvas and tools. I'll give it a try. Palette lies flat on the empty studio floor and runs her palm across it. The floor is made of wood. Next, she makes a fist and knocks on the floor in several places. It's pretty hard, but still... Thud. Palette raises her fist, slams them down with all her strength. The result... Oh, my hand! The hard floor is completely unscathed. Palette rolls on the ground, clutching her throbbing hand. It hurts, but it just might work. After this, Palette sits on the floor, pounding over and over. Wait, why is she... What is she doing? She uses her hands and feet, elbows and fingernails. She even headbutts the floor and gnaws at it with her teeth. What's she doing? But the floor, made from ancient towers wood, remains pristine. Ow, not even a scratch. I guess I need more than just my bare hands. And what about this? Palette hoists the empty tool chest in front of her high above her head. Then with all strength, she slams it down to the floor. Crack. Chest shatters to pieces, pallet hurries to check the floor. Ah, scratch. No, it's not working. What else can I... Something catches Pallet's eye as she sighs in disappointment. A small white smudge on the dark floor. This mark, I don't think it was here before. That's when Pallet realizes the tool chest she threw was white. The chest shattered to pieces, but paint coating it left a mark on the floor. And if something can't leave a mark, I can draw. I can draw! Pallet sits back down on the floor, picks up a fragment of the broken chest. Presses down the white coated piece of wood and drags it across the floor. It's working! I can draw! The broken wood digs into her hands, but Pallet pays it no mind. Her hands are still trembling. This time, it's not from anxiety or fear. They tremble from a surge of pure euphoria. I can go back. I can go back. I can earn Lady Mamona's trust again and paint. I just need to finish this. So Pallet loses herself in drawing, scraping the fragments of the tool chest against the floor. Sometime later, it's done! Pallet cries out in joy and springs to her feet. I did draw on the floor, but this much I'm sure she'll forgive. Because I drew Lady Mamonair, and really well at that. In the middle of the celebration, Pallet notices something off. Something's off. Portrait drawn in white lines does not quite resemble Mamonair. A woman voluptuous and beautiful, gentle and elegant. A person Pallet has never seen in her life, but nevertheless exudes a familiar warmth. I am pleased, my child. The moment the voice reaches her, Pallet feels her surroundings dissolve and reappear in a dizzying haze. What envelops her is soft, warm flesh and a mystical voice. Your pain is ripe, and it calls me forth. This voice, I've heard it before. Who are you? I'm Evelua, the one who repairs her world of suffering. Your great suffering has caught my eye. Well, we finally know what her name is. with the mother, right? The mother of the reveries, right? The great suffering has caught my eye. From now on, you will be with me. As my spiritual daughter, a reverie. A reverie? Yes. You will become my daughter and lead Taros alongside me. Me? Lead Taros? But the who leads Taros is Lady Mamonair. Does that mean I would betray Lady Mamonair? No! I'm going to help Lady Mamonair. Together we're going to build a Taros for the undead. How pains me to think of the suffering you endure, my child. Before long in the near future, she will fall at the hands of your other sisters. Her consciousness blurs, and the space around her seems to warp once more. In the next moment, Pallet finds herself back in the studio. Oh, what's that? What just happened? I don't really remember. I'm sure I heard a voice. What? My drawing's gone. I'm pretty sure I just drew something. Was I dreaming? But it felt so real. Wait, if I was drawing... Pallet looks down at her hands. My hands aren't shaking. They're not shaking. Her hands are no longer trembling. Alright. I'm fine now, I'm fine. Pallet? Heard footsteps grow closer. Someone appears at the door. Pallet, are you alright? Pallet? I jumped in. I'm fine. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I was just worried that leaving you alone for some time might have done something to you. Done something? Rude? I'm perfectly fine. That's a relief to hear. Wait, Palette, your voice isn't shaking. Feeling better now? Yep, I'm better. I feel like I could start painting again this instant. Let me out, Jotun. I can't do that. What? Of course I'm happy for you, assuming you actually feel better. But Lady Mamanu ordered me to keep you confined. I can't let you out without her permission. And I have no way of knowing if you're really better or just saying that. But I really am better. I know. What if I prove I'm better? By painting. But there aren't any painting supplies in that room. And you have to give me some. If you won't let me out, at least prove I'm alright. Would it cause another incident like before? You know, that must only appear because you were pushing me so hard. Oh, that's because Lady Mamoneer told me to. Oh, wait, I shouldn't be blaming Lady Mamoneer for that. For the longest while, the Jota simply groans in anguish. Bali continues to mumble in a dejected voice about how hard and stifling her confinement has been and how badly she wants to paint. A little later. Fine, I get it, so stop it already. Really? That's right. Lady Mamoneer told you to not give you painting supplies until you got better. You seem like you really are better now, so wait here. I'll bring you some supplies. Footsteps fade from the door, then return a moment later. Some painting supplies are pushed through the food slot in the bottom of the door. Thank you, Ajuntan. Pallet quickly bends down and gathers the supplies. Oh, Pallet. Go anywhere, wait for me. I'll paint something right away. Pallet heads straight to the desk and lays out the supplies one by one. Let's see, one small canvas, a thin brush, a little bit of black paint. And this brush is even cleaned properly. It's gone completely stiff. But this isn't a time to complain. Something black. Something black. What can I draw? That's it. Squeezes a generous amount of black paint onto the center of the canvas. Then, using a stiffened brush, begins to scrape and spread the paint, shaping an image. A little later. It's done. Rushes to the door to finish painting and slides the canvas through the slot. You're slow. You told me to wait and not go anywhere. No one else can paint as fast as me, Junton. So, what do you think? No good? Wow. This is Octavius, right? Yep. You managed to paint this with one color, so dynamic. So you really can paint again. Well, do you believe me? I think I'm ready to go let out now. No, I can't let you out until Lady Mamoneer gives permission. But I'll let you keep painting so Lady Mamoneer can see your work as soon as she returns. Really? Since you might lose control again, I'll give you a little bit of supplies at a time. That's fine with you, right? Yeah. Using supplies are provided by that Jota, and Polly continues to paint for days. And a few days later, so you're saying Palette painted all of these? Yes. Having returned from technical training with them then at the border, Mamoneer quietly examines dozens of paintings Palette had created. Isn't it amazing? I think she's gotten even better than before. I have to admit, this paint is all excellent. But you're saying Palette was already better before you gave her the painting supplies? Yes, that's right. She recovered faster than expected. It concerns me. Perhaps I should reserve her a bit longer. I'm also worried about what's becoming Palette's power. Then, when do you plan on releasing Palette? That's... At that moment, a horn sounds in the distance. Horn! Enemy attack. I've ordered different horn signals for different types of attacks. This one means a single powerful enemy is attacking. Single powerful enemy? Then it must be the one you encounter in the Borderlands. I can't really live them an attack when you aren't even on the front lines. Nothing to criticize, really. Exploiting the enemy's vulnerabilities is a very standard tactic. I've given them their orders. They'll hold until I arrive. I need to go now. I'll come with you. No, you stay here. stay and watch over Power. But you asked me when I'd release Power. I'll leave that decision to you. This time, Mamoneer rushes toward the battlefield with Utopias. For a brief moment, Mamoneer's mind fills with concerns about Power. Many anxious thoughts swept away to Taros' estate. She has left things in the hands of someone she trusts. Now's the time to forget everything else and focus on the battle ahead. Gripping her spear, Mamoneer races toward the front lines. Okay, Mamoneer's going to the fight. Oh yeah, Mamoneer's gonna get defeated, right? In the borderlands of Taros, where tens of thousands of undead have been stationed. Seeing the dust clouds rising ahead with a long formation of undead, Mamoneer gradually slows to stop. I can't believe the front line has already been pushed back this far. They're being pushed back much faster than expected. Though it really is the same enemy as before. Where's your unit commander? Senior Mamoneer! One of the undead recognizes Mamoneer and rushes toward her. You're here, Lady Mamoneer. Report. How's the situation? Not good. The enemy is too fast. Makes sense, given how far you've been pushed back. But now that I'm here, the enemy will be stopped. First, we need to reform our lines. What formation are you holding? Ma'am, it's open wide. Tactic was extended wings to enable encirclement. Most reliable method against small numbers. If the enemy refuses to engage and keeps breaking through, the forces split to the wings. Become useless stragglers. You can't catch a spear with a loose net. Only a tight-knit chain can stop it. Gather as many of the scattered undead as possible and pack them in close, so tight they can't even move. Huddle up, you remember, right? Upon hearing the name of the tactic, the undead commander reflexively snaps to attention. Mamoneer's hellish tactical drills have been etched so deep into his bones that his body reacts automatically. Huddle up! Yes, understood! Commander spins to the front of the undead ranks. Takes a deep breath and... Huddle up! His voice booms across the battlefield. The undead instantly react to the cry and begin gathering into a tight cluster in the center. A moment later, boom! A violent cloud of dust erupts from the front, and the throng of the undead are pushed back half a step. Shockwave from an enemy's attack is powerful enough to push back a formation of thousands of undead. But that also means, see, we've stopped them. Once you've been stopped, you're surrounded. This means you can't build the momentum needed for a charge. You only have 2 options left. Keep grinding through a tedious battle of attrition until you break through the encirclement. Hold on, guys. Oh boy. Trying to pass this battle here. Keep going to a tedious battle of attrition until you break through the encirclement, or find another way out. At that moment, a white ball bursts out from the masses undead. The closer spectre is not a ball, but a human figure. The shadow falls back to her left front, and moments later, with an impact that shakes the earth, the white shadow launches to the sky once more. I wonder if it's a reverie we haven't seen before. It's left toward the direction where Mamoneer is standing. I figured you'd do that. Ready to Octobius? A moment later, a white flash slams into the ground. They're exploding outward. To the veil of dust that, for a brief second, blocks her vision. Mamoneer sees 2 red lights flicker. The next instant, a white ball appears and thrusts deep toward her. Clang. It collides with Mamoneer's spear, already braced and waiting. Impact sends out a chilling spray of sparks. Dust settles over. Oh, this is the girl. Holy. Yo. I like her. Damn, she looks good. to set us over the battlefield, revealing the invader. Yo, dude, look at the design with the skirt and Jesus Christ, yo, dude, yo, I really like this girl already. Holy shit. It's a girl dressed in white, wielding a white spear. Too bad. I don't make a habit of falling for the same trick twice. Dahlia, was it? Only Mother and Lady Silencia may call her by that name. Call me Nicandalia, rude one. I think you're the rude one here. You came at me with your spear without so much as a greeting. I merely carried out orders for Lady Silencia. Lady Silencia told me to find an undead midget with silver hair and crimson spear. Damn, that was really throwing shade, man. Sheesh. Are you that midget? Damn. Not a midget, asshole. You're not a midget? Then you can't be Mammon here. Perhaps I should look again. Damn, dude, Dahlia's got zero chill, dude. Holy shit. I like her. I mean, she's kind of a, she's a bit, rude, but I love how she looks. Like, damn, she looks amazing. Like, Dahlia lowers her spear and turns toward the undead. Dumbfounded by her defenselessness, Mamoner can't help but let out a scoff. Mamoner is neither cruel nor cowardly, but she's neither is she soft enough to pass up a chance to end a war with minimal casualties. Slash. Oh. Mamoner's spear slices through Nicandali's neck. Oh. But then, so only one person in Taros can harm my body. Nicandalia turns to face Mamoner, her hands still firmly attached. Huh. How did she survive that? I guess we'll see. The next is unscathed. No. To your arm, Mamoner. Nicandalia's eyes glow red. At my master's orders, I will annihilate the enemy. Damn. Yo, Nicandalia looks hot. Jesus, dude, if she ever comes out, I'm gonna roll for her. She streaks a light trail behind the red orbs. Slash. The sound of spear tips slicing through the air rings out like a chilling scream. Sparks fly each time the spears collide, the two figures intertwine, staging blows too fast to follow. Then Nicandalia steps back slightly and draws her spear. Mamoner recognizes the moment as a prelude to her charge. For her opponent can build up momentum for it, Mamoner makes the first move. Certain of victory, she clutches the shaft of her spear in preparation for a swing. At the next moment, she's forced to abandon the swing. Instead, she raises her spear up to her face to protect herself. Nicandalia's powerful thrust immediately slashes her shaft on Mamoner's spear. Mamoner is pushed back from the side of the fight. A distance naturally forms between the two. Just now, if I had swung my spear, you would have been hit first. Yet you didn't stop your attack, because you knew you wouldn't die, didn't you? Just like when I cut your throat. Correct. You cannot kill me through physical wounds. I recover instantly, because I'm a doll. You know what's interesting? Hold on. Do you see this, I don't know what it's called. This like thread of fabric. I'm certain that this goes all the way down to here. Oh, so she's a doll? That's interesting. I can't believe you readily reveal such vital information to an enemy. Wait, doll? Cover? Don't tell me, you're one of the puppeteers sent for prairie automatons? I'm surprised, but there are still those who remember. It's not that I remember, I studied history. Your days of glory were long over before I was even born. So why is a weapon of war for the age of the gods invading Taros now? Because that is what Mother desires. If only Mother's dream is Lady Silencia's wish. Lady Silencia ordered me to kill you and seize Taros. I am a loyal doll. I must fulfill my master's wish. I will kill you and take Taros. An automaton that never tires till its core runs out of energy. You have that going for you if we continue this fight. You're forgetting one thing. Without that exceptional set of repair ability, you have no way to overwhelm me. have Octavius, and tens of thousands of undead you walk past without fighting. That means draining your core dry is not a difficult task for me. You are mistaken. They are not yours. What? Marmonier flinches and looks toward the front lines where the undead are positioned. The undead stand still, gazing toward Marmonier, eyes glowing faintly pink. Completely surrounded by thick pale mist. They already belong to Mother. And there is one more thing you are mistaken about. I am more than capable of investing you in the fight. Haven't you noticed that your body isn't moving as it should? When Marmonier tries to move, her body feels several times heavier. Damn. Oh, Marmonier, dude, I kind of feel bad for her. She's getting, like, just screwed over. What? My body won't. And now I will execute you. Mekindale speaks with a calm voice as she extends her spear. The sound of metal-piercing flesh scatters through the air. Meanwhile, at the Black Gallery. What? Lady Marmonier has gone to battle. Let me out, now! I have to go and help her. I've heard the news that Marmonier went to the front lines. Pallet is frantically pleading with the Jund. Like all you want, Pallet, but I'm not letting you out. Lady Marmonier told me to keep a close eye on you. I was given clear orders, and I intend to follow them. You just won't listen, will you? You're such an idiot. Guys, I mean, acting like a child won't let me open the door. How can I make you believe I'm okay? I believe you. I do. Pallet's pounding hands still fall against the door. You believe me? Really? Yep. That's why I suggested to Lady Marmonier that she release you. Though she said something that was still bothering her and left for the battlefield before deciding. Do you know what it was that was bothering her? I don't know if I should tell you this. But since I believe you're better now, I'll tell you. Lady Marmonier suspects you recovered too quickly. You were trembling just a short while ago. You seemed so anxious and terrified. How did you get better so fast? It's because I remembered my past life. Back then, painting was my entire world. And there was nothing to be afraid of. Thinking back on those days of innocent passion, my mind somehow cleared. And the reveries. Huh? Pauses and blinks. Just not that word. Where did I... Oh, what was that? Slam. At that moment, a loud noise comes from beyond the door. Jotun has slammed hand against it. That name. How do you know it? It's the name of those that declare war on Taros, on all the nations of the night world. I remember now. I remember. Tell me, Pallet, how do you know that name? That's not what's important right now. Jotun, we need to get to Lady Marmonier now. Lady Marmonier is in danger. I had a dream. No, something real that felt like a dream. I can't really explain it, but I heard it there. That Lady Marmonier would be in danger. And that she will be engulfed with mist. Mist. Reveries. Those are all the things Lady Marmonier mentioned. Pallet, I believe you, but as long as you're still at risk, I can't let you out. You created that monster before, and if you can't control the power of yours, you might attack us again. That won't happen. I'll show you, Jotun. She recalls the feeling from when she first created the monster. Anxiety consumed Pallet and dredged up memories from deep within. A past where she felt as if she'd been born to paint. A time when she felt as she were one with each painting. When every part of each painting felt like part of herself. Consumed by anxiety and fear, she had turned the paintings in the gallery into a monster. But now Pallet's mind is filled with a single thought. She has to get out there and hold Marmonier. Move. Don't let your Marmonier. Palette's blanket had absorbed all the paint that flowed from the gallery's paintings. A violet line extends outward. The line of paint slowly makes its way to the door, slipping through the small slot at the bottom. Oops. Searching for the lock. Palette clings to her fading consciousness, fumbling with the paint to find the lock in the door, and alas, the door to the studio opens. Not because Palette manipulated the paint to unlock it. Alright, I believe you. Seeing Palette control the paint at her own will, the Justin judged her no longer a threat and opened the door. Let's go to the battlefield together, Palette. Yeah! Alright, we're almost done. Lost destinies. And now we execute you. An amount of piercing flash scatters through the air. But it doesn't come from Amanir. Octavius' leg has been run through by Nicandala's spear. You're in my way. Nicandala holds up her spear. Octavius, still skewered on the spear, slips along with it. As Nicandala shakes her spear loose, Octavius is sent flying and crashes to the ground. Arr! Rage surges from Amanir, but the hand with her spear will not move as she rolls. The pale mist slowly sitting from Nicandala is beginning to gradually affect Amanir's brains and consciousness. But it's this mist. What have you done to me? It's the mist of corruption. A power mother bestowed upon a red priest. This mist corrupts Terra and renders one unable to use their strength. There's a strange mist that time too. There's a strange mist that time too. I remember feeling a strange brain. My child. The moment a voice echoes in her mind, Amanir feels a dizzying haze wash over her and collapses to her knees. This voice. Come to me. No, I am Taras's. To die was mother's voice in your ears. A glorious death. I would prefer it to be Lady Silencia's voice. Nicandala aims her spear at Amanir, has collapsed, clutching her head. The light ball immediately thrusts toward her head. At that moment, Lady Amanir! His hardened blanket spreads into a barrier, blocking Nicandala's attack. Yo, this. Hold on. Yo, this is a great illustration. So cool. Palette? Thank goodness, I made it in time. How did you get here? Dude, I love how Palette, I love how all these ladies have really long hair. That's great. How did you get here? I came to save you, Lady Amanir. But Justin's with me too. Lady Amanir! So on her knees, Amanir clenches her fist. Then with all her strength, she slams into her own head. Amanir rises to her feet. A thin trail of red blood trickles down from her temple. I finally feel like I can think straight. Thank you, Palette, and you too, Argentin. Thank goodness who made it in time. Thank goodness who made it in time. Are you right, Lady Amanir? I'm fine. Argenta, can you look after Octavius for a moment? Yes, ma'am. Palette, I need you to help me fight her. Yes. The Argenta runs toward Octavius, and Amanir and Palette turn her face to Nicandala. Nothing will change. The corruption continues. You're already weakened, and that girl will soon be the same. Even together, you're no match for me. We won't know until we try. A brief silence. And the two figures vanish. Amanir and Nicandala clash and break apart repeatedly, exchanging blow after blow. Amazing. Lady Amanir is incredible. But this isn't the time for that. I need to keep my eyes peeled so I can help her. Palette watches the battle intently, eyes strained. Now! Nicandala tries to thrust at Amanir. Palette blocks the strike with a blanket. I did it. Mamaneer blanket cannot stop me. This is Nicandalia raises his spirit pierces through the blanket. Yeah! Mamaneer's spirit swings forward, causing Nicandalia to come to a hold. Mamaneer has severed Nicandalia's arm, the one holding the spear. Flesh promptly begins to bubble up from the severed hand. Not on my watch. Mamaneer slashes Nicandalia's shoulder once more. Again and again, as it speed too fast for Nicandalia to ever regenerate. Mamaneer slashes her body dozens of times, piling wound upon wound. Pallet, get ready! What? Well, it would destroy an automaton to shatter its core. If I keep cutting away at it, it will reach it eventually. The moment the core is exposed, you attack and destroy it. You want me to attack? That moment. No time to explain. You have to figure it out yourself, Pallet. It's a Juntant Electro-Eye. It must mean you can control your power at will now. Lady Mamaneer wants me to use the pain to attack? I'll put everything I have into it and destroy the core. No words pass between them, but Mamaneer and Pallet's hearts become one. Once more, Pallet grips her brush and fixes her eyes on Nicandalia's bark. Soon amid the slash cross sections, a glimmering red gem catches Pallet's eye. It's a beautiful red-blooded jewel embedded near Nicandalia's neck. Pallet easily deduces it must be the automaton's core. Pallet raises her brush and gathers her strength. She feels the power of the paint stored in her blanket flow into the brush. As she is about to swing her brush, "You're a bad little sister, aren't you, Pallet?" A cheerful voice comes from somewhere, when the powerful shock wave erupts from Nicandalia's body. Upon the impact, Mamaneer is sent flying, powerlessly. Pallet, however, remains unaffected. Who's talking to me? You better remember this. Pallet hates having her white clothes and spear stained with other colors. So if you try to cover her in paint, you'll be in big trouble. I'm telling you this because I'm the nice big sister. I don't like it when my little sisters fight among themselves. Now stop being lazy and get back, Dahlia. Get back up, Dahlia. The automaton's core flashes for an instant. Whoa, holy. Dahlia reappears, fully restored. Dahlia, your mission is complete. Your next mission is to welcome your little sister as a reverie. Yes, Lady Silencia. No, I have to. Lady Mamaneer, The mystic corruption pours out from Nicandalia, completely engulfing Pallet. Pallet! The relentless chain of attacks exposed Nicandalia's tower has taken its toll. Mamaneer staggers, managing to lift her unresponsive body. Wait. I'll save you. Give it up. The outcome has already been decided. A voice from somewhere echoes in Mamaneer's ears with perfect clarity. You cannot save that girl. Give it up. You cannot save Pallet, Taros, and all those that are dead who have been corrupted. I won't let that. Lady Mamaneer. The Junta rushes over with Octavius. Lady Mamaneer, we have to retreat. But Pallet, Taros, we can reclaim what was lost later. If you fall here, Lady Mamaneer, then there's truly no hope. Octavius, take Lady Mamaneer. Octavius wraps his legs around Mamaneer and the children. He takes a deep breath and releases a cloud of black ink and vanishes from sight. When ink clears, nothing remains. And thus Taros welcomes a new ruler. So Silencia is the new ruler? Sometime later, at the gallery in Taros, Nicandalia is walking toward the gallery with his Pallet. So this is the gallery, but there are no paintings on display. If there are no paintings, why is it called a gallery? It's basic manners to answer when asked a question. Receiving no reply, Nicandalia glances to her side. Pallet, who should be walking beside her, standing frozen, far behind. Oh no, she stopped again. Nicandalia walks back to Pallet. Mama, Near, still resisting, are you? You're the only reverie who's resisted Mother's voice until the very end. Did her loyalty to Mamaneer run that deep? Nicandalia raises her hand toward Pallet. For a moment, mist pours from her hand, but she draws it back, Soon a mist of corruption seeps out from within Palace and absorbs on the Gandala's fingertips. This is the gallery? And you're that doll who was fighting Lady Mamonir. Oh, what did you do to me? What happened to Lady Mamonir? I scattered a mist over you to cloud your sense of self. Mamonir was defeated and fled. That can't be. Lady Mamonir. Lady Mamonir ran away and left me behind? Correct. Mamonir abandoned you. She fled, leaving you, Taros, and everything behind. You must accept that fact and join us. No, I will never betray Lady Mamonir. Why you pledge such loyalty to her? You've lived a life of nothing but suffering. You will want. If your life hadn't been filled with suffering, Mother would never have noticed you. It's because you've lived in suffering that Mother took an interest. Mother pities those who suffer. It is her will to erase all suffering from this world. Mother will surely accept you just as you are. Accept me as I am, you say. Lady Mamonir would too. Would she, really? Would she not use your ability for her own purposes? That's Pally thinks desperately, trying to refute Nicodamar's words. Mamonir's words flash through her mind. Your ability is exactly what Taros needs. Exactly what Taros needs? The paintings will serve as a guide that Taros cannot do without. A guide that Taros cannot do without? I have no time to waste on your little painting game. She's right. Lady Mamonir has always been looking at Taros, and my abilities never at me. The more she dwells on the past, the more Pally realizes she can't screw with the Gedalia herself. Your silence speaks volumes. Join us. We'll accept you just as you are. You don't have to pretend to be someone else just to be loved. A life where you can just be yourself and paint whatever you want. Doesn't that sound nice? I do. I want a life where I can paint whatever I want. Welcome to the reveries. Close your eyes, Palette. Ooh, she joined the reveries? The moment the Gandalian finishes speaking, Pale's vision blurs and fades. She feels a strange sensation of being pulled into another space, just like when she first met Mother Ibeloa. Pala shuts her eyes tight. When she comes to, she finds herself inside a vast, dream-like realm. 12 mystical chairs float in the void. On some of them, a dark light flickers. Oh, where am I? Hold your tongue and breathe in silence, otherwise you will be crushed. Someone has come from Taros as well. Pala turns around this chilling death stare she senses. Turns toward the chilling death stare she senses, a strange demon, blazing golden light. We've brought news of victory, I assume. Of course, Lady Greta. Mamonir has been routed. Taros has been offered into Mother's hands. Routed? The Gandala, you couldn't kill her? That is correct. Huh, disgraceful. We've fallen face first into the gut. All of us. I do not understand what you mean. The Revere's corruption has concluded. Every nation in the night world has fallen to our hands. Shadow on the tense chair stirs, and the dark figure reveals herself. Fallen Valkyrie, her only black wings spread wide. The rulers of Taros, Ganar, and Tuar have been routed. The ruler of Rizo has been captured, and the ruler of Revan detained. All the monarchs of the night world survived. Damn it, I should have killed Livia with my own hands. Don't blame yourself, Greta. Mother's orders were to take the nations from the monarchs. The mission is complete, and the night world has been swallowed by Mother's dream. From now on, we must focus on what comes next. Shut your mouth. When it glares to the Black-Winged Valkyrie, her eyes filled with murderous intent. Not dare a mere tenth seat offer me such advice. We couldn't even handle Luvencia. You had to beg for help. Oh, I forgot. I'm a mere tenth see. That's how things work in the night world. Must I grovel and simper before those with power and authority? I didn't know. You should have told me sooner that's what you wanted. Enough. Chairs float within the dreamlike space. A certain voice calls from a flickering shadow upon the first chair. I haven't even done anything yet. Slaughter among the reveries is forbidden, Greta. I said I haven't done anything. Very well. Now then, a message from Mother. The reveries have triumphed. The night world now belongs to us sisters. With this, our preparations are complete. What that remains is to wait. Everything will begin only once all 12 chairs are filled. Until then, we shall rule and govern the night worlds by the Mother's will far and wide. Furthermore, Pala is hereby accepted as Mother's daughter and granted the position of 12th seat, rank 12 of the reveries. Pala feels all eyes on the room, in the room, and all shadows upon the chairs turn toward her. Hello. Greta moves silently, approaching Pallet. Overwhelming presence makes Pallet shrink back in terror. This is supposed to be a reverie, even for the lowest seat. Everything as Mother is as Mother wills it. I won't object to us, do as you please. We want a war, and all grants is humiliation. Greta turns her back and vanishes in a flash of golden light. Sorry about that. Greta can be a bit intense. I wanted to step in, but provoking Greta might have brought this whole space crashing down. The cheerful, familiar voice belongs to Silencia, the one making dollar service and the one who drove Mamaneer away. The voice comes from the third chair. So, Sipperith, would you hold a vote? All those who have objections to Pala join in reverie speak now. Pala swallows nervously and listens in silence. Only a vast silence fills the space. The vacant seats, and myself excluded, reveries of the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 10th seats are in favor. By majority approval, the Shadow Council recognizes Pala's reverie. I shall inscribe the brand, Mother. You have my blessing. Inscribe the brand of flames upon my beloved child, Pala. On the first chair, something unseen lashes out. Oops. Then seeing a sudden chill, Pala instinctively wraps herself in a blanket and pulls her strings into it. The hardened blanket envelops her. Close with the blanket that even Mamaneer cannot pierce. Stinching pain grazes Pala's foot. Inside the blanket, the number 12 glows faintly, etched into the sole of Pala's foot. With this, the Shadow Council is adjourned. All is as Mother wills. All is as Mother wills. One by one, the flickering shadows upon the chairs disappear. As the vision wolfs once more, Pallet murmurs faintly. All is as Mother wills. Alright guys, I finally finished the story. Thank you guys for watching. Alright. Oh wait, hold on, who's here? Meatwad, how's it going, bro? What's up? Oh yeah, that's Pallet. How's it going, Meatwad? Sorry, I didn't see you before. I can show you... Hold on, I think I have Pallet here. Dude, the one I really like is Nick and Dahlia. Oh, this is the new one here. This is Mamaneer. This is just the newest one here. That's crazy. That's a good one. Where's Pallet? I think I have Pallet here. Oh no, wait. I guess I don't have Pallet here. Hold on, I have Pallet here too. Hold on. Actually, Pallet's kind of nuts. What's up, man? Oh, I had a trip. This is crazy, bro. I had to have a hiatus for like 10 days because of like a family emergency. But it's all good. We resolved that and we're back. Yeah, dude, Pallet is fucking nuts, dude. These are all I'm gonna have. Hold on. I really love this one with Olivier. This one's Mavenir. It's the newest one. Newest banner. It's really good. Then it's palette. This is the banner before Mavenir. It's really good. Crazy. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I had a family emergency, so yeah, but yeah, I am gonna have brunch now though, so I'm gonna have to go meet Wad. I'm gonna try to stream later on tonight, hopefully. I think I should be able to. Yeah, so take care, bro. I'll see you later. Either later or tomorrow for sure. Alright, meet Wad. Later, bro. Take care, guys. Peace.